Hey everybody, I'm Dr. K, creator of VideoFitnessBlog.com and LiftHardPlayHard.com. In today's gain muscle video, I want to go over the barbell squat. Now, it's okay to stack tons and tons of weight on here once you've got your form down, but I've purposely demonstrated with less weight for you today so that you can understand that no matter what level you are, get your form down first, get that warm-up set in, and then challenge your muscles, okay? That's why I wanted to illustrate it for you this way. With a barbell squat, there's a high squat position where the bar actually rests right at that like bony prominence at the top of your head or in the middle of the back of your skull. Or there's a lower squat position, which is the more normal one to do, where it almost rests pretty much on your shoulders and it's less kinked on your head. I prefer the low squat position. I think it's more athletic. I think that it loads the spine in a better way, produces less tension into the neck, gives you a reason not to extend your head backwards as much, which is a typical faulty position with a squat. The next thing is also understanding knee and hip position. You see, you want to be sitting down and back when you're squatting, almost like you're sitting onto a toilet, and then you want to stand through your glutes. It's very common that people end up forward bent the entire time they're squatting, and that's actually incorrect. Point 3 is you want to make sure to squat down to 90 degrees at your knee every single time you squat. That's going to be a right angle at your knee. Those last 5 degrees or so really count, and I would bet that you wouldn't be lifting nearly the same weight if you just went down all the way. Now, having said that, do not go beyond 90 degrees. Make sure it's right there. Otherwise, you're putting a lot of pressure through the posterior horn of your medial meniscus, or in English, you're putting a lot of pressure through a padding in your knee that's not meant to have that much pressure. There is some argument that you could go lower if you're an athlete and stuff like that. I agree with that argument. Sometimes when you're training for sport, you have to train with inherent risk. But better to have controlled risk in the gym with a spotter than to go and try a movement for the first time on a playing field. That's how you make that call. But understand the risk with your exercise program. I'm going to go ahead and stand underneath this, feet about hip width apart or slightly wider. I'm going to position on the back of my shoulders, hands nice and wide apart for position of comfort, stand through my legs, and step back. From here, again, feet are hip width apart or slightly wider. I'm going to toe forward because my external rotators of my hips are not tight, meaning I don't toe out when I walk. If I did, I would toe out when I squatted. From here, hips down and back until I get to 90 degrees at the knees, and then stand through the cheeks, okay? I'm not standing through only my quads, but through the cheeks as well. Squat down and back nice and slowly. Don't let your butt kick one way or the other, and then stand through the cheeks. Again, this is your barbell squat. This is a phenomenal strength building exercise, and it's very different than doing squats against the wall because your hamstrings are much more active and it builds more symmetry between your quads and hammies. Again, I'm Dr. K, creator of LiftHardPlayHard.com and VideoFitnessBlog.com. I hope you have a great day.